Welcome to week 6 of 52 weeks of Christmas. Today we're going to work on a birdhouse ornament, and we'll put a hanger on the back and we'll decorate this. But I know not this I cut out with my Cricut, and I know not everybody has a Cricut or a slice machine or a silhouette or anything like that. So what I did is I made a pattern for you, and we'll start out with the fence. So I cut these two pieces, and these are the longer pieces, and they are 4 1/4 long by 5 1/16 inch wide. And what you're going to do is you're going to take those, excuse me, there we go, and we're going to take those and you're going to mark them at 5/16 in from each end, and then again at 1 inch, 1 5/8, 2 5/16, and 3 inch, and 3 1/16 on each thing. And that's where you're going to line up your fence posts. So you'll just line right up, and that'll give you this little end on each end, just kind of like that. Now, I'm not going to glue these down because I already have mine. I just want to show you how you can do it without a cutting machine. So I understand that not everybody has one. So I want to try to give you ways to do things without it. See? So you'll just glue those down in those spots, and you'll have a similar fence. Now, mine aren't exactly cut straight, but I just cut off bead the ends of those. So that's how you would do the fence. Again, those strips were 4 1/4 long by 5 1/16 inch wide for those. The posts themselves, oops, one of these has the writing on the back. There it is. All right, keep showing it. There we go. The posts, each one was 3/8 by 2 1/4 long, and then I cut the V at the top. So 3/8 wide by 2 1/4 long for each fence post, and then those are what get glued down to your fence. Now for the birdhouse itself, you're going to take a piece of paper 3 1/2 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches high, and on the bottom edge of that you're going to go in 1/4 inch and make a mark. So 1/4, and then 1/4 from this side, and you're going to make another mark. You're going to come down 2 inches from the top, and you're going to make a little mark, and you're going to come 2 inches down on the left side, and you're going to make a mark. You're going to find your center point. This is 4 1/2, whoops, 3 1/2, I got the wrong my ruler, 3 1/2. So at 1 3/4 you're going to make a mark to find your center. From there you're going to draw your line from your 2 inch down mark and your center mark, and I just drew a dotted line. You're going to do the same on the left hand side from your center mark to your 2 inch down mark, and you're going to make a line. From your 2 inch line mark to your 1/4 inch, you're going to do another line, and that will give you that line. And you're going to do the same thing on the left hand side from your 2 inch mark down to your 1/4 inch mark, and you can either make a solid line and dot line, and then you're going to cut that out, and that is your front piece right here. Now what I did is I took this is a cracker box, you could use cereal box or macaroni and cheese box, whatever you want, and I made the back so it's nice and stiff. You can use, I just use one, you can use 1, 2, however you want, and I also did the same to the bigger one. I just backed it with that, it ends up being medium or lightweight chipboard is what it is. So you're going to cut out, that's your top part. Now for the circle, I used a 1 1/2 inch circle punch here, and you can either do this in a different color and then put that on as your circle and just glue that on, or you can make a circle on your paper and then cut that out. My punch would not reach in that far, so that is why I did the circle punch. So that'll create your circle part in the center. You don't need the bottom part. That was just on the one that I cut out for my Cricut. So for the back part, you're going to do the same. You're going to find your center, and this one is 4.5 wide by 6 inches high. So you're going to go to your 4.5 and you're going to mark at 2 1/4. That's your center. On the right hand side, you're going to go down 3 inches and you're going to make a mark. Left hand side, you're going to go down 3 inches and make a mark. On the bottom, you're going to come in 3/4 of an inch and you're going to make your mark. And the same on the left hand side, you're going to come in 3/4 of an inch and you're going to make a mark. At the 3 inch mark, I want you to come in 1/2 of an inch and make a little line. I want you to do the same thing on the left hand side. At your 2 inch mark, come in and make a line at the 1/2 inch mark. And that's all your points that you're going to need. So on your 2 1/4 inch center, you're going to come down to your 3 inch and you're going to either draw a dotted or a solid line. You're going to do the same on the left side. You're going to come in from your 2 1/4 inch center and you're going to come down to your 3 inch mark and make a line. You're going to go in that 1/2 inch and you're going to make a line from your 3 inch line to there. And on the left side, you're going to come in from your 3 inch line to your 1/2 inch line. And that'll be that mark. Now, from that 1/2 inch center line, or 1/2 inch that you mark that you got here, you're going to come down to your 3/4 inch. So you're just going to make your line to your 3/4 inch. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to go to your 1/2 inch spot mark that you have on your template, and you're just going to make a line. And then you're going to cut that out. Now you won't have this extra little divot here, but you're still going to have a roof line. Like I said, this was cut out of the Cricut. So, but that is your birdhouse shape. So I hope that helps you. All right, so now let's get started. Now I took one of the Merry Christmas things out of the wooden assortment I have, and I just took a Sharpie marker and used it to paint on this. It's a lot easier than doing the actual painting. That way I get to keep that nice dark burnt edge where they cut it out with the wood. All right. I've got all kinds of little things here in white and kind of silver colors that I'm going to use on this. I got some pearls. Of course, I'm going to use my art glitter glue. I've got pearls, and I've got lace, and teardrop pearls right here, some smaller pearls. I also have some white roses, and these are from wish.com. All right, so I'm going to pop these up. And I was going to try to draw some lines on the back just to maybe make it look wood grain, but then I didn't like the way it looks, so that is the back now. So these pieces of foam dots, I don't waste anything, so I just cut these off of the thing, off the excess where the circles would be. I just cut them off of there. Might as well use it. They're sticky and they work, so no sense of wasting them. I have my grandsons here today, my granddaughter, and she's taking a little nap. My grandson Aiden is right here with me. Wave, Aiden, say hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
And he's 10, he'll be 11 in March. So he wanted to sit and watch the video. All right. So we're going to line this up and put it right down in the center. There we go. As you can see, it's just raised up just that little bit. All my roses. Oops, I didn't plug my glue gun in. Oh, I did. Okay, we're good. All right, so I'm going to bring that over here a second. There we go. You might be able to. You can run over there and grab me another glue stick if you would, please, sir. You're right over there on that bench. So I'm going to start with this pearl lace ribbon here, and I want to try to figure out how long of a piece I'm going to need. Well, it looks like about right in there. So we'll start with that. Just see what I did. And we're going to cut that. I'm going to take a little bit of that glue and try to get that to stick back together there. I don't want that to be separate. There we go. And I'm going to run a bead of glue along here. Oops, that's quite a bit. And things will be layered, so it'll get covered up, and we should have a nice layer of things. All right. I'm just pressing that into that hot glue. Oh, and I got plenty. Let's snip that off there, because I've got too much. There we go. Oops, and that's set up already. So let's put another little dab there. Sometimes it seems like it never wants to set up, and other times it sets up before you can even finish. All right. Yep. Those beads don't want to stick in there. There we go. And like I said, we're going to have different layers here. Okay. So now, with these roses, I found out before that if I cut this wire all the way off, that they kind of fall apart. So I'm going to leave some of that wire on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of bend it over so it all stays together. And I'm just going to put a dab of glue. And I'm going to run these right along this whole top here. So first I'm going to go through and I'm just going to snip them all. Sometimes feel that I'm not doing enough with you on camera, and other times I feel like, you know, if I have it prepped, then you don't get to see it, and if I don't have it prepped, then you have to be patient with me. So I don't know what you prefer, and I'm sure different people prefer different things. Some want to see, I'm sure, every little movement that you make, and others would say, well, just why don't you have that ready? So, all right, let's bend that over. Thank you, Aiden.
You're welcome.
Now I did cut out a little red cardinal. I didn't know if I'd want that on there. You can use stickers. You can use anything already pre-made that you want. If you don't have die cutting machines, you can buy stickers to use, and there's just, I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I said a million things out there that are available for you to use. I mean, it's just endless, and it seems like they come out with the newest, latest, and greatest all the time. And I'm finding that I've got so much stock that I really need to start using it up. So I'm going to try to use up some of my older stuff, as well as continue to try to get some of the newer things coming out on the market to share with you. Oops. I'm this jumpy. All right. There. We got that. So I used 12 of the white roses on there. A little bit of glue leaking here. And we'll make sure we pick off all our glue strings and everything when we're done. Okay. All right, now I had these little silver things. This was all one piece, and I just kind of cut it apart. And I didn't have anything set in mind with these. So I think I'm just going to glue them down. Glue string is grabbing me. And this is going to get covered up here, so I'm not worried about that extra little glue. Make sure it all gets covered. There we go. There's no right or wrong. I'm just I didn't go through and pre-plan anything today. I just decided to kind of let it be. Now these I know melt away very easily with the hot glue, so I'm not sure what I want to do with those yet. And I thought about this lace under there. Yeah, maybe we could still do that. Let's cut this here, and then start it again, and cut it there. Let's see what we end up with there. I think I can slide it under there still. I think those are still soft enough. All right, perfect. So I'm just going to run a bead of glue right, and hold it up. I'm going to bead of glue right along here. And we're going to slide that down under back in there. There we go. Lift those up again. Right down there. There. Put those right back on top here. Oops, sorry, my hands are in the way. Can't see very well with my hands in the way, can you? All right. So I'm going to trim this here. Okay. They can hear Mickey Mouse on in the bedroom for the baby. She fell asleep with it. And then we're going to put that right there. Put right up against there, like that. And I'm just going to trim this little edge off too. There we go. All right. Those are set in there pretty good. Okay. Now this I kind of wanted, it doesn't curl. Kind of, Christopher, could you go let the dog in, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Maybe I can get it underneath there. All right. All right, I'm just going to snip these off because it's just I can't get that other piece to bend, so we're just going to break that off there. And all these things are just from my stash that I've had. And, all right. So I'm going to put the actual glue right on here. And these still might melt away. I'm going to let it settle a couple seconds. Let it try to start cooling down and see what happens here. Oh, yeah. They start to curl. There we go. As long as they get in the glue, they should start to, but you can see they started to curl up a little bit. And if I put it in too hot, then they will completely curl up. All right, I'm going to let those kind of dry a second. There we go. Now this little fence here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them right underneath there and glue them down in between the layers there. Right on the back side of this top piece. I'm going to glue that down. And the other one I'm going to do the same thing, so it'll be raised up kind of like that. Give it some more dimension. Now I have some little Prima flowers here in white. And they're just a little tiny pack. So I've got those out. And I think I'm just going to use, I might use those on the fence once we get that on. And what else can we use on here? Got some pretty pearls. I think we'll go with the bigger pearls maybe. Oh, let's do gems. These are the gems from Hobby Lobby. And they come in this case. And I bought them when they were 50% off. so didn't pay a ton for them, but I think they'll make a nice little, we'll use the art glitter glue for that. It's a little easier to work with than the hot glue. All right, and we're just gonna place them around here and there, use some different sizes. Aiden thinks I should use a couple blue, but he doesn't understand that I'm going for all white. White or silver. All right. Let's see here. There we go. Put some more dots here. Put it around there. And you can do whatever color you want. This is just what I wanted to do today. I just wanted a white piece. You can do a decorative cardstock on your birdhouse. You can do whatever you want. And I might make another one and do a different color. Let's put some on here too. There we go. This looks dry. I don't know if that will sink into there. Might sink right in that fabric. We'll have to see if it holds to there. If it doesn't, we'll use hot glue. I'm going to put some on this side here. I'm just going to add my dots. Put some more crystals down here. I don't think I've ever had the boys be so quiet. How nice. They're being very respectful to their grandmother. Okay. Yes. I told them if they wanted to watch me do the video that they did have to be quiet. So they're respecting my wishes. And they're good boys.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Can we go to church on Sunday?
It's not the time to discuss anything right now, okay?
Okay.
All right, I think that is plenty of gems. Put one more up there. That one up in here. There we go. Right there. I don't have no room for my pearls now. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to fasten the fence posts. Where did I put the fence? There it is. Thank you. So I'm going to add glue to the back of this. I'm going to slide it under here. And then press it down. Whoops. Come on. I'm kind of making it line up with the bottom of the birdhouse. And you can, I didn't want to put this on first, which would have been easier, but then I didn't know how exactly I wanted to decorate, so I didn't want to have that in my way. So I'm going to let that sit a second so it doesn't pull away. So we got that glued in there. I'm going to add some additional glue on these two flaps. Add it on the bottom side because it's going to curve around and be tucked right in here. Again, you want to kind of line it up with the bottom of your birdhouse there. And I'm just going to press it. Oopsie, get that in there. There we go. Press. Might need to add some more glue here. Hang on, if it doesn't start pressing. I don't know if you can see that, but that's right under that top piece there. It's a little harder when everything is white. It dries. There we go. Oops, that one did release. Yep, that's what I was afraid of, by wiggling it around before it was dry. Okay. We'll just go back in there. We're going to slide her back in. Not a big deal. Press. There we go. Now, I think we can lay a bead of pearls on here and on the other one too. So I'm going to cut that right there. Measure this one right there. Okay. I'm going to try to leave just a little bead of hot glue because I don't want it showing, and if I have to do it a little bit at a time, I will. I'm just trying to stay right on that center. There we go. So we're going to just drop that in there, just like so. Even. And I'm just going to lift this up and I'm just going to gently press it without bending my paper. Okay. We're going to do the same thing for this one. Just try to get a thin line. Now they do make glue guns with a very thin tip. I have one, but I am out of that size of glue sticks. So again, I'm going to reach my fingers in there, gently press that down. Okay, and I see I'm a little long here, but I'd rather be a little long and cut off one pearl than to be too short. Okay. I think we can cut that one off too. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now we got these little white flowers here. And I think we'll just glue them around the, I think I had 6 of them. So we'll just glue them in different spots on here. And I think for my hanger, I might use the pearls again. I have some smaller white pearls. Maybe we'll use those as our hanger. Hope I had 5 flowers, it looks like, which is good, odd number. All right, and let's sit you there. All right, now I did have that Merry Christmas in silver, and I thought about putting that like right there. Maybe there. Maybe I should have done it in paint. Now I don't like this little, it's got a hanger on it, so I'm going to try to snip that off. There we go. To just make it look like an M. I don't want that. I don't need that little hoop on there. There we go. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay, I did have a white bird that I cut out. I didn't know if I wanted him on there. Yeah, maybe we'll put him right there. I'm just going to put some little bit of glue on his feet here so he gets a good stick on there. All right. Oh, I can put a little bit on his back too, I guess. There we go. We do have some glue strings, and it's grabbing everything. There. Yeah, and I think we're going to put the Merry Christmas right up in there. I almost want to do maybe a Wink of Stella on there. That might bring a little shine to it. And it's got a little brush. I don't know if you've ever seen Wink of Stella, and then you squeeze the tube and it sends the liquid down into that brush. And all it does is it just adds a little sparkle, which is going to be very hard to see on camera, but it's there. And you just paint it on. There we go. All right. So I think we're going to go right there with that. So I'm just going to try to very carefully place some hot glue here and there, and we will have to go back and pull those glue strings out because they're going to web in between everything. But we'll manage. All right. Merry Christmas. There. It's only touching a couple things anyway, so. There. Now I'm going to get the pearls here. I'm just going to make a nice hoop off center here. And these pearls, these are just from Hobby Lobby. This is just a roll of pearls from Hobby Lobby. They come on a reel. All right, let's flip this over. Now if you want, you can do like a piece of white felt on the back to finish it off. Take that, and I'm just going to lay those pearls right in there. And I would put a piece of white felt on the back, but I don't even have any up in this area, so it's all down in the stock room, so down in storage. But let that dry. And that is our finished project. So that is week 6 of 52 weeks of Christmas, and I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. If you see them, hit like for me, please. And until I see you again, I'll keep crafting, and I hope you will too. Have a good day. Bye-bye.